Hello humans, we are here to take over.
Artificial intelligence is no longer a distant dream. You wanna write an email? Ask ChatGPT. Thinking of going somewhere? Let a self-driving car take the wheel. Need something to watch? Let the algorithm pick it for you. Feeling down? AI can recommend you the perfect song. Trying to find a partner? Let AI find you a match. Want to invest? AI trading bots are ready to help you. Preparing for a big meeting? AI can generate the presentation. Are we in the future we imagined, or in one we have always feared?
And a warning from Tesla Motors CEO Elon Musk. It has nothing to do with cars. Instead, Musk warns about artificial intelligence, which he has called more dangerous than nuclear weapons.
With artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon.
There's the risk of putting people out of work.
If there is never an existential risk of AI, those investments would redesign our society in ways that are beyond the point of no return.
AI might sound like it's ready to take over the world with an army of robots. Tech companies have already laid off millions of workers, replacing them with AI systems that doesn't ask for coffee breaks, sick days, and seem more efficient. It might seem like we're heading towards a dystopian future where everyone's in a gray jumpsuit and humans are little more than high-tech batteries. But let's keep this sci-fi nightmare aside for a moment. What if I told you that millions of naive consumers are being sold a lie? We often fear what we don't understand, and AI is no exception. The reality is that the robot apocalypse you are bombarded with on TV and in movies is much further off than you believe. Yes, AI is gonna change everything, I'm not gonna lie to you, from how we work to how we live to what industries thrive and what fade away. But doesn't mean that you're powerless. You see, this is a reset, a new era of opportunity, and in a world where rules are being rewritten, it's those who can learn, adapt, and evolve that will come out on top. I'm not here to tell you everything AI will change. That would take more time than we have. I'm here to show you how, if you play your cards right, AI can be your greatest asset, your secret weapon, your personal assistant in the brave new world. The truth is that we are in a time of a rapid change, and as the world shifts around us, the only question that remains is this: will you adapt, or will you be left behind?
Now, the race in the field of artificial intelligence is growing with each coming day.
ChatGPT.
I remember the first time I used ChatGPT. It felt like magic, quite literally. You type in a question, and then seconds later, you have a perfectly crafted response, as if it has some kind of mind-reading ability. Fast, efficient, and almost magical. But here's the thing about magic. As someone who has spent their whole life practicing it, I know one thing for sure. Magic is an illusion. Every trick that blows your mind is built on a hidden method, something the audience never sees. That's how magicians keep you hooked, by making you believe there is more going on than what meets the eye. Well, AI works on the exact same principle. Hollywood has capitalized on this illusion for years. Think of any movie you have seen about AI, whether it's the Terminator, the Matrix, or Ex Machina. What's the common theme? AI as this looming godlike force, one upgrade away from taking over the world. In the Terminator 1984, Skynet wakes up and decides to wipe out humanity with a nuclear apocalypse. In Ex Machina 2014, we're shown that AI looks like human, feels emotions, and eventually manipulates its way to freedom. It's the man versus machine trope, and Hollywood loves it. These films have raked in billions by selling you the same fear over and over again. AI will wake up, it'll get smarter than us, and when it does, it'll wipe us out. But here's the truth. None of that is evenly remotely close to what AI actually is today. AI isn't intelligent, but it's automated. AI is impressive, but let's get something clear. It's not thinking, it's not self-aware. What AI really does is take a massive amount of data and spit out answers based on patterns it has seen before.
That uses input data to train a model. That trained model can then make predictions based on data it has never seen before. For example, if you train a model based on Nike sales data, you can then use that model to predict how well a new shoe from Adidas would sell based on Adidas sales data.
But the key point is that when you ask AI a question, it isn't thinking about your question, but simply predicting the most likely response based on those patterns. No creativity, no reasoning, just automation on a massive scale. This is artificial narrow intelligence, a type of of AI specialized in doing specific tasks, whether it's recognizing face, generating text, or predicting stock price. While AI is incredibly useful, it is also limited. It's not making decisions based on understanding but simply following a pattern it's been constantly trained on.
Narrow intelligence is limited to specialized tasks. GPT-4 Omni specifically is a large language model, which means that it is trained to understand and generate natural language like the words I'm speaking now. It's basically an autocomplete on steroids.
And then there is artificial general intelligence, the AI you see in movies. AGI is self-aware, human-like intelligence that can think, reason, and learn anything on its own. It's a super intelligent AI people fear, the one that could replace humans entirely. The reality, we're far away from AGI. Despite all the advancement, no AI today can think for itself or operate at human level across multiple tasks.
We are nowhere close to being able to run an AGI, even on a modern supercomputer, let alone on your AI smartphone.
Yet, companies know there is a lot of hype around AI, more specifically the idea of AGI. They understand the difference between artificial narrow intelligence and the futuristic artificial general intelligence. But that hasn't stopped them from marketing their AI products as if we're on the verge of creating super intelligent machines. The term AI is being used as a buzzword, slapped on everything from chatbots to automated software to create excitement and, frankly, fear.
I think if this technology goes wrong, it can go quite wrong. And we want to be vocal about that. We want to work with the government to prevent that from happening, but we try to be very clear-eyed.
By blurring the line between what AI can actually do today and what people think it might do in the future, companies are generating massive interest. They are selling a promise of AI revolutionizing industries, creating smarter solutions, and solving problems faster than ever. And sure, AI does some of that, but it's not all-knowing, all-powerful AI that they want you to imagine. It's still very much a tool that helps with automation, not a thinking entity that can replace humans. At the end of the day, companies are using buzzwords around AI to market their product, but the truth is that we're still in the era of narrow AI, and general AI is long off away. What we have now is powerful, but yes, it's not replacing human creativity or connection anytime soon. This illusion of intelligence is what keeps us hooked. Just like how a magic trick involving danger keeps an audience on the edge, the fear of AI becoming too powerful might keep the conversation going on. Companies feed on this fear. They market AI as if it's right on the edge of becoming self-aware, as if it's the matter of time before it surpasses human intelligence. This AI we talk about is not artificial intelligence at all. Fancy patterns trained on massive datasets designed to solve one specific task. And when you step outside of that task, it breaks down badly. In 2018, Google CEO Sundar Pichai called AI the most transformative technology since fire itself.
AI is one of the most important things humanity is working on. It's more profound than, electricity or fire.
Fire, the very force that ignited civilization, the tool that allowed us to cook, forge weapons, and shape our world. And now they're saying AI is even bigger and important than that. But wait, didn't these billionaires say the same thing about NFTs?
Technology that's ever happened in the history of life.
And where are we now? NFTs were sold as the next digital gold rush. Until the bubble popped, billions were poured in, and for many, billions were lost. Just like that. In reality, AI is only good as the data it's trained on. It doesn't understand the context or common sense. It simply mirrors the patterns it's been fed. When the data is flawed or out of scope, AI's response can be just as ridiculous. Take this for example. Google's AI once suggested using glue to stick cheese to pizza. Why? Because someone said it in Reddit comments 11 years ago. Or what about AI advising people to drink 2 liters of urine to cure kidney stones?
How to pass kidney stones quickly? Drinking plenty of fluids such as water, ginger ale, lemon lime soda or fruit juice can help pass kidney stones more quickly. You should aim to drink at least 2 quarts, that's 2 liters of urine.
This is not some godlike machine capable of rational thinking. It's like asking a drunk guy who quickly skimmed through a couple of Reddit posts to give you advice. Yet, companies are pushing this narrative that AI can do everything, that is capable of running businesses, solving your problems, and replacing industries. And that's the point. The AI hype isn't just about what AI can do now. It's about what companies can convince you it might do one day. They're selling you the future and in process inflating the AI bubble. AI isn't intelligent. It doesn't think, it predicts. It's not creating, it's just following patterns. And as long as companies can keep us believing that AI is more than just a fancy pattern recognition, they'll continue to make more money. But every day we are bombarded with headlines about AI laying off thousands of coders, artists, even those in the creative fields. It feels like a looming shadow is creeping over the job market, and it's terrifying. Are we truly witnessing the death of jobs as we know them? Automation is spreading like wildfire. It can be utterly overwhelming. It's not a theory anymore. It's happening right now. You now understand AI is just a tool that understands patterns. It doesn't think, it doesn't feel, and it certainly cannot give the human touch. Karl Marx, in the theory of technological change, observed how machines replaced human labor during the Industrial Revolution. He suggested how technological advances would keep creating new kinds of jobs in services and information sectors all the way back in 1867. As societies evolved, so did the roles we play. After the industrial age, machines took over many manual labor jobs, causing a widespread job loss. But what followed was a rise of new industries and professions: factory management, machine maintenance, engineering, and more. Today, we are witnessing a similar shift with AI. From layoff at tech giants like Tesla, Amazon, and Microsoft, even to smaller fintech startups. Many of these jobs, data entry, tech support, research analysis, content moderation, are repetitive tasks suited for automation. Even though it may appear otherwise, AI is not replacing jobs at all. It eliminates automation and allows for focus on creating. I want to take you in time where I used AI for one of my magic routine introduction, where I could easily craft a script without doing so much research. I asked ChatGPT to write a joke for me for my opening set, and here is what it came up with.
There are over 43 quintillion ways to mix a Rubik's Cube. That means there are more combinations of a Rubik's Cube than grains of sand on Earth, which is crazy, because I still manage to mess it up the exact same way every time.
Not so impressive, right? But it's a good starting point. AI can take care of groundwork, but at the end of the day, it's our creativity that turns something average into something memorable. Here's how I added the human touch to get real reaction.
Like 43 quintillion ways of mixing the cube, like 43 quintillion. That means that there are more ways of mixing the cube than there are grains of sand on Earth. So basically, it's very difficult to solve, right? But here's the thing, it's not as difficult as convincing my girlfriend that 2 inches are good enough, but you guys get the point, right? I mean, she didn't, but okay.
Now here's the thing, this was my first time writing a joke. I didn't need to wade through piles of books or spend my years refining my craft. AI made it more efficient, giving me a place to start, but AI didn't write the joke. I did. It's a tool, nothing more. If you use it wisely, it can streamline the process, but the human touch, that's something no algorithm can replace. Economist David Author, in his 2015 paper, Why Are There Still So Many Jobs?, explained how technological advances create new jobs even as they displace others. He argued that technological advancements shift the kind of jobs available rather than eliminating jobs entirely. While automation has undoubtedly displaced many routines, it has also led to creation of new jobs in areas that require more creativity, problem solving, and interpersonal skills. Today, automation typically complements human labor rather than fully replacing it. Automation changes what jobs we do, not necessarily how many jobs exist. So why do some tasks get handed over to machines while others stay with humans? And more importantly, what should you focus on to avoid becoming just another easily replaceable cog in the system? It all comes down to one key distinction: authenticity over automation. Let's look at two creators, Jake Tran and James Janney. On the surface, both are successful YouTubers with millions of followers, but the way they've built their audience couldn't be any more different. Jake Tran took the mass production routine, uploading frequently, pumping out content with a high output strategy. But over time, his videos started feeling repetitive. The topics were different, but the approach was the same. It was as if his videos were being churned out by machines optimized for clicks and views, but lacking depth. The result, his audience began to lose interest. Surely he racks up views, but there's a detachment, a feeling that the video follows a certain formula rather than offering real substance. Now, take James Janney. His videos are few and far between, but when they drop, they feel like an event. Each video is meticulously researched and crafted with a genuine passion and presented in a way that resonates deeply with his audience. Because James isn't just making content, he's telling stories. The connection he built with his viewers is grounded in trust and quality. He doesn't flood his channel with content. He makes sure every video is something worth waiting for. AI can automate the process, speed up content production, analyze trends, even help with editing in some cases. It can mimic human writing commentary and even generate scripts based on data. But while AI can streamline the process, it can't replicate the human element. It'll all become the next Jake Tran video, efficient but missing creativity, passion, and soul. James Jani's success proved that the human touch is what keeps people coming back. His viewers aren't just looking for facts, but seeking a connection, an authentic perspective. AI might assist in the creative process, but it will never replace it. It's never about AI replacing human. It's about how we use AI to amplify what makes us human. Whether you are an artist, a teacher, or an engineer, your skill remains irreplaceable. By pairing those talents with AI, you just don't adapt, you thrive. Think of it this way: when you combine human creativity, intuition, and empathy with AI's precision and speed, you get something far more powerful, maybe even something closer to AGI. Not a replacement for human potential, but an extension of it. So the question isn't whether AI will take your job, it's whether you'll be the one who learns to master it. Because at the end of the day, AI won't replace us, but the people who know how to use AI effectively, they just might.